By trading Mikal Bridges to the Knicks this summer, it became clear that the Brooklyn Nets are going all in on a rebuild. They'll have a ton of first-round draft picks in the coming years as a result of all the trades they've made the last couple seasons, including the blockbuster Bridges deal with New York. One of the picks they had gotten from Phoenix in the Kevin Durant trade was last year's 21st overall pick, which Brooklyn used to take Noah Clowney out of the University of Alabama. He split his time between Brooklyn and the Nets G League team in Long Island during his rookie campaign. Most of his action with Brooklyn came down the stretch of the season after the Nets were pretty much eliminated from playoff contention. There were two games in particular where he really shined. On April 3rd against Indiana, he had 22 points and 10 rebounds, and then the next game against Detroit, he finished with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks. If these performances are any indication of what he'll be as a player, then here's what stands out to me. First off, he's really mobile. He gets up and down the floor really well, just plays with great energy and purpose. 8 of his 50 shot attempts as a rookie in the NBA came in transition. Then he seems to have great hands and is quick to go up for dunks and layups when he gets the ball in the dunker spot, when he makes a sharp cut, or when he's hanging around the baseline waiting for a teammate to collapse the defense and drop it off to him. He really has a nice touch around the basket. Within 3 feet, he shot 82%. Among the 345 players who took at least 25 shots from this range, that was the 12th best mark. He has a knack for tracking missed shots and scoring on putbacks and tip-ins. He's got that combination of instincts and hustle that helps him keep possessions alive. Maybe most impressive, though, is his ability to stretch the floor, especially at his size. In those 2 games against the Pacers and Pistons combined, he knocked down 5 catch-and-shoot three-pointers, including 3 of them from the left corner. In the NBA, on 33 attempts last year, he shot 36.4% from three-point range. Now in 34 G League games, he only shot 32.1% on 84 attempts. So we'll see going forward just how efficient he'll be from long distance. The thing I probably like most about him is that he's capable of guarding in space on an island. I don't think he's quite on Nick Claxton's level with this, but he moves his feet pretty well and forecasts movements with good technique and anticipation. Here you see this in action against quality players such as Jaden Ivey, Tyrese Halliburton, and Pascal Siakam. I mentioned before he had 4 blocks against the Pistons. He also had a 7-block game against the Raptors on April 10th. Now, he's probably never going to block a ton of shots. In fact, in his one college year at Alabama, he only averaged 0.9 blocks. In the G League, he averaged 1.8 of them. But what I notice is that because he's a pretty good one-on-one defender and stays connected to his man a lot, he's able to time his contests well when opponents attempt to drive on him. Also, because he runs the floor so well, he can race back and block shots in transition. His 7'2" wingspan helps as well. In the G League, opponents shot just 54% in the restricted semicircle on 124 attempts, with Clowney as the nearest defender, and that's according to Second Spectrum. Even though we had some opportunities in the G League with Long Island, I don't think he'll ever be much of a self-creator. His ball handling is sloppy, his body movements are jagged, and as you can see from these clips, he ends up taking some wild shots as he tries creating from the middle of the floor. I was curious how the Nets functioned when Clowney and Claxton were on the floor together, which was for 92 minutes of action. Offensively, not a surprise, they struggled with a 108.4 offensive rating, but defensively, again, not a surprise, they were very good with a 105.8 defensive rating. Just reviewing some of those offensive possessions, I think where they will be effective together is when Claxton is in the dunker spot like you see here, and Clowney is spaced out in the corner on the other side of the floor, or when Claxton gets the ball in the middle, or simply is stationed there, and Clowney is making slant cuts from the wing or baseline cuts. In 23 NBA games during his rookie campaign, Clowney averaged 5.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, 0.8 assists, and 0.7 blocks, shooting 53.8% from the field overall, 36.4% from three-point range, and 70% from the free throw line. So that'll wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe.